Welcome to Fathom Realty. I'm going to show you how you can obtain your forms and get them signed electronically using Zipform. First of all, how do you get Zipform? Go to a search page and search on Zipform plus registration. You will see a link that says Order Zipform. Click on I'm a Realtor, select NC Realtors. At this point, you will need to log in using your NRDS number and whatever password you've assigned for National Association of Realtors webpage. I'm not going to do that because I'm already registered. Once you're registered and you have Zipform set up, you'll sign in, skip this window, and now you're inside of Zipform. As you can see, I already have some transactions set up. I'm going to hit New to create a new transaction. Let's do a new listing. As you enter the address, it will bring up various addresses. I'm going to pick this one, residential. I'm going to save that. Now, as you can see, it has applied a template that I have set up for listings. Initially, you won't have that template, but you can figure out how to set that up on your own. You can enter various information about the property. This will be auto-populated into the various forms. I'm going to save that. Next, I'm going to add parties. The agent is already added in. Since this is a listing, I'm going to add a seller. And an email address. I'm going to save that. Next, I'm going to decide what documents I want to put in. Now, you'll see it's already loaded a bunch of documents because, as I mentioned before, I have a template set up. Let's say this is an older home and I want to add the lead paint document. I'm going to go to Add Doc, Add Form. This is going to pull from all the standard forms. Now, over here, I'll enter lead, and here's the lead paint document. So I'm going to click on that, and it's now added in here. Okay, I've added that doc. Now, I'm going to just fill in one or two of these just to show you how to do that. Let's go into the listing agreement. As you can see, it's already put in the name of the seller that I entered before. Now, I've done this a few times, so it's got a bunch of names in here, but I'm going to put Fathom Realty in there. You can see some of the address information has already been filled in as well. Say I want to come down here and put in the percentage amount. And as you can see, you can fill in whichever of the blanks that you want to fill in. I'm going to save that. Go back to the other documents. Now let's say I'm done filling in all the documents and now I'm ready to get it signed. I'm going to click on e-sign over here. Okay, now that I'm in e-sign, first thing I'm going to do is create a new transaction. Now, when you first click e-sign, if you haven't set anything up, it's going to say, well, what do you want me to do? You can purchase digital ink, which is inside of Zipform, or if you choose, you can use something else such as DocuSign. If you have DocuSign set up, it will pull this into DocuSign for you. I'm going to create a new transaction. I'm going to add the working with real estate agents. I'm going to add the listing agreement. Let's just say I don't want to get some of these filled in right away. I prefer to get the disclosures done by hand and not through electronic signature. That's up to you. I'm going to do lead paint. Now suppose there's another document that is not a standard form that you want to add. You click Add External Document, Browse for Document. I already have some that I have saved on my hard drive. So if I go into that spot here, let's just say you want to add in the no showings form, property owner request no showings. Okay, that is now going to be in the packet that you're going to send your client for electronic signature. So as you can see, here are the documents. I'm just going to give it a better name. I'm going to click on Next. Now I'm going to add the parties. myself and the seller, since it's a listing agreement, I'll have to sign it as well. Notice there's an ordering here. You can specify which order you want them signed. I usually don't choose the extra security that provides. That's up to you. Now it's going to bring up all the documents, and I'm going to be able to go in and add signing fields or whatever I need to do. As you can see with the working with real estate agents, I do need to add a signature line for my seller. Notice up here it's got me. I'm going to change that to the seller. And now I can add the seller's signature. I can also add a text box where they can type in their name. If you click on the little gearbox there, you can make it mandatory. Since you know it's going to be the signer's name, if you just click on signer name and you can actually make it read only, it's going to automatically put their name in there and they can't change that. So that's probably what you want to do in that particular instance. If I go here, this is a listing agreement. You can see it's already got the place for the initials. It usually zooms in really far, so you can zoom out to make it fit on the page better. The one thing you want to be careful of with this form is when you get to the dual agency section, it's already added these in, and all three of these are added in as mandatory fields. You're going to want to change that and make those optional, or actually make them mandatory but take out the one you don't want. So for example, you likely just want them to do the first and the third, so you'll need to take this one out. When you're done with everything, all you have to do is hit send. Well, I've got to put in a signature. It does require you to get everything signed, so let's go back to that document. It's completely blank because it was an external document, so there was nowhere for it to add any signatures, and I'm just going to go in here and I'm going to add a signature just so it'll be happy. Now when I do send, you can type in whatever message you want to do, and you hit send and it will go off to your seller and you will get it back in an email when they're done. So that's it for Zipform. If you have any questions, you can get help from Zipform. Because this is not something that Fathom actually provides you, Agent Services does not actually have help for this particular item, so you will have to get help from Zipform themselves if you run into issues using the product. Thank you very much and have a great day.